Good morning and welcome back. So today we're going to be talking about the Gibson Les Paul Voodoo Juju and why I have this case. So the Gibson Voodoo Juju looks similar to this, your cherry red Gibson Les Paul Studio. The difference between this and a real Voodoo Juju is the Voodoo Juju is made out of swamp ash, where this is a maple cap and a mahogany body. This one here actually has a flame maple neck, and that's why I purchased this one. Got this one out of Japan. Their studios come with the maple neck spec. Ours comes with mahogany. So long story short, the real guitar that came in this case was destroyed, and I purchased this as a way to try to put a package back together, because the only way you get this case is with the Voodoo, and you normally don't just buy a Voodoo without the case. So I was trying to kind of make my own version of the Voodoo package there and put it up for sale. Didn't seem like many people were feeling this guitar, so I went ahead and changed the pickups to chrome. Still didn't help any. Long story short, I took it down for sale, separated it from the case. Poof, case is gone. I knew that was going to happen. This is not my first limited edition case. I had a first run robot case that was silver and it said first edition on it. Had the hemp piece case, the 100th anniversary gold case. I've had the all white dark fire case, and now we have the Juju case here. So when the guitar got damaged, obviously the case did get damaged too. And in the listing I pointed out there's a dent here and the handle got a little boogered up. But other than that, the case itself is in really good shape. This is a made in Canada case. Also, I was this close to covering an amplifier in this too, because if you guys or the purchaser, the guy that bought this, if you're interested, you can find this material on eBay and you can cover an amplifier with it. I was going to do that to make like a package deal where I had a little tube amp that was covered in this to match the case and do a strap and whatnot, but it never came to fruition. So I ended up just parting this set out and selling it all separately. I'm going to do something completely different with that because I've never really liked Cherry Studios to begin with. And the only reason I bought it was to try to put a package together with this case. It didn't work out. Nobody seems to like that guitar, so I'm going to do something to it. Custom paint job, maybe we'll cover it in cloth. I don't know. If it don't sell, I got it up for sale right now and I lowered the price really cheap. They're like $1,500 brand new. That one still is technically brand new because I don't play. But yeah, I got it down to $9.99, so if you want it, grab it. If not, later I'll take it down and we're going to do something with it. But this has the really thick Gibson leather pull tab on it, the real plush, thick black lining in here. Here the Made in Canada tag is in there. There is no key on this case. This is one of those padlock type deals. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get this boxed up for the customer, because I could probably get this shipped out today yet. So just make sure that's all locked up. So one of the first things I do when I ship a case or a guitar in a case is I put it in a bag. And the reason that I do that is to keep the material on the case from chafing when it moves around in the box. This is just kind of an extra layer of protection. Maybe the box gets wet when shipping and dries. You don't want it stuck to the case either. So it's just one of the steps that I do. And of course, you know, the birds want to start squawking when I talk. So sorry for that. All right, even though there's no guitar in the case, we're still going to put bubble wrap down here in the bottom so the bottom of the case don't get smashed. There isn't much you can do about front or back punctures, even if there's a guitar in it or not. So since we are not shipping the guitar, I should have only folded that once instead of twice. And it probably won't come out. Of course not. I can't reach it. I don't have 4-foot arms. There we go. All right, let's try this again. We'll go a long ways. Front. That's better. All right. So now usually I will stuff this full of paper or bubble wrap or whatever. But since there's no guitar in here and all we're doing is trying to keep the case centered in there and protected from side damage that way, one of the things you can use, and you're not spending a ton of money on packing material, is your old Dunham's bags, Walmart, Lowe's, stuff like that. And stuff that stuff down in there just to take up the space, keep the case from flopping back and forth. I usually use them in my little trash can in the bathroom, but obviously I don't have that much trash in the bathroom, so these pile up. And I usually take them to the plastic recycle bin, but then I got to thinking, well, I'll just save them, and then when I ship cases out, I'll just use them for packing material. And then I save my bubble wrap and my paper for things that need to be protected more. All right. So that is that. I'll go ahead and get this taped up, but I'm going to do it off camera because this is just a couple minutes of me pulling tape and making noise and sticking it on there. So after I get it finished taped up, throw it on the scale, get the measurements, type it all into Reverb, and out goes the printing label on it and off the UPS. So now that that's gone, we definitely have to figure out what we're going to do with this Red Studio. So stay tuned for that. Don't forget to like and subscribe. There's a bunch of giveaways coming up, and they will be announced very soon. So until next time.